Every legend has a moment where life doesn't just disappoint them, like it strips them of identity. For Dwayne Johnson, that moment came early. Football wasn't just a sport to him. It was his plan, his escape, his proof that the sacrifices meant something. Years of training, pain, and belief were all aimed at one destination, the NFL. Then, without warning, it ended. Injury, replacement, silence. No ceremony, no closure. One day you're chasing greatness, the next you're irrelevant. At 23 years old, Dwayne stood face to face with a terrifying truth. The world does not care how hard you tried. Dreams don't come with refunds. And when the dream died, so did the version of himself he thought he was supposed to become. $7 and no excuses. Rock bottom isn't dramatic. It's quiet. It's standing alone with $7 in your pocket and realizing no one is coming to save you. No spotlight, no sympathy, no applause. Just reality. That moment could have turned into bitterness. Instead, it became clarity. When you have nothing, excuses lose their power. Complaining doesn't help. Blame doesn't help. Only action does. Dwayne learned something that day most people never understand. When comfort disappears, discipline becomes survival. He didn't wait to feel confident. He didn't wait to feel motivated. He moved because moving was the only option left. Entering a world that rejected him, professional wrestling wasn't a shortcut. It was a gamble. The industry didn't welcome him with open arms. Fans rejected him. Crowds booed him mercilessly. He was called artificial, forced, undeserving. Public rejection on that scale breaks most people. Imagine failing in front of millions, night after night. Imagine being told loudly that you don't belong. Instead of fighting the audience, Dwayne studied them. He adapted. He learned timing, presence, control. He discovered that confidence isn't loud. It's undeniable. Slowly, through relentless work and self-awareness, rejection turned into respect. The transformation wasn't instant. It was earned through humiliation, patience, and growth. The body as a contract, Dwayne Johnson didn't train casually. His workouts were non-negotiable. The gym wasn't therapy. It was responsibility. Every session was a contract with himself. Show up, do the work, leave no doubt. His body became a physical representation of his mindset, not built for vanity, but for consistency. Early mornings, long sessions, no shortcuts. He understood something critical. When your habits are strong, your confidence follows. Strength wasn't just muscle. It was reliability. When he said he would do something, he did it. That reliability became his foundation. Walking away from certainty. At the height of wrestling success, when the money was guaranteed and the spotlight secure, Dwayne did something terrifying. He walked away, not because he had to, but because he wanted more. Hollywood didn't promise success. It offered rejection all over again. He went from headlining arenas to auditioning for roles no one cared about. Starting over humbles you, especially when the world already knows your name. But he accepted it. Ego kills growth. Humility fuels it. He was willing to be bad before becoming great. That willingness separated him from others who stayed comfortable. Failure in a new language. Acting exposed him in new ways. Different rules, different criticism, different failure. Early roles didn't define him. Some flopped. Some reinforced stereotypes. He didn't complain. He learned. He studied storytelling, pacing, emotion. He learned that presence isn't about size. It's about honesty. Over time, he stopped trying to prove himself and focused on being dependable, prepared, professional. When directors needed someone who would deliver without excuses, his name came up. Trust became his currency. Discipline as identity. While others relied on motivation, Dwayne relied on structure. His days were designed, not improvised. Early alarms, training before comfort, work before pleasure. Discipline removed decision fatigue. There was no daily debate about whether to show up. The decision was already made. That system allowed him to perform consistently under pressure. He didn't rise to the occasion. He operated at his baseline. That's what discipline does. It makes excellence normal. Ownership without victimhood. One of Dwayne's defining traits is ownership. When something fails, he doesn't hide. He doesn't deflect. He asks what he could have done better. That mindset is rare in industries built on ego. Ownership builds credibility. Credibility builds longevity. He understood that blaming circumstances keeps you stuck, while responsibility gives you control. Control over improvement, control over direction, control over growth. Success without escape. As fame expanded globally, temptation followed. Comfort, indulgence, ego, many lose themselves here. Dwayne didn't. He doubled down on routine. Fame didn't soften him. It sharpened him. He remembered the $7 moment, the silence, the rejection. That memory keeps hunger alive. Comfort is dangerous. It whispers that you've arrived. He refuses to listen. Mental battles behind the smile. Despite success, Dwayne has openly spoken about depression and internal struggle. Strength didn't eliminate pain. It gave him tools to face it. He understands that darkness doesn't disqualify you. It teaches you. His openness changed how people view strength. It's not pretending everything is fine. It's showing up anyway, carrying weight and still moving forward. Dwayne Johnson's story isn't about luck. It's about repetition, loss, humility, discipline, ownership. He wasn't born unstoppable. He was built through failure after failure, each one shaping resilience. From $7 to global dominance, his journey proves one thing clearly: confidence is earned, not given. Success isn't permanent, and the work never ends. He didn't become The Rock by avoiding pain. He became The Rock by respecting it and outworking it.